I'm finishing up this page. Hey, what's this blue notice up here? Another one of these explorations is available? Great. These are fun. Let's check it out. Is the town toxic? Quantifying concentrations of lead. Wasn't there a big scandal a few years ago about lead poisoning in the water in Flint, Michigan? I was just a kid then, but I remember it was a mess. Let's take a look. Let's dig in. This all looks familiar. This exploration ties to a bunch of topics that I've already learned. My professor said it's another chance to practice these skills. I guess she was right. I feel like I've got this. It's asking me what I think we should do to avoid exposure to hazardous elements like lead. Well, if they want my opinion, I think we should just get rid of them. It's kind of cool they want my opinion. I'm going to be working with real data that's collected by the government. Cool. Whoa, this is so cool. We're going to analyze lead in the blood of children from any county that I choose? I'm from Chicago, so I'm going to find Cook County. Selected. So they've loaded up 100 samples from Cook County. I get to pick whichever I want. Let's go for lucky number 7. That was fast. Okay, now I've got data for my sample. It's a mass spectrum. I've seen this idea before, back in the first exploration. I can't wait to find out what this data means. Is there lead poisoning in Chicago? It's asking me if there's too much lead in this kid's blood, if they should get treatment. So I'm not really sure. How much lead is too much? And even if I knew that amount, how can I figure out if the amount of lead here is more or less than that? I don't remember learning anything like this. I just don't know. Okay, there's a choice I don't know. That sounds like me. Let's check it. Oh, that was right. We don't know enough to tell. I've learned that lead starts to be dangerous at a concentration of 5 micrograms per deciliter, and is an even bigger worry at 10 micrograms per deciliter. So now, I've got to make a standard at a concentration of 10 micrograms per deciliter. I'll then be able to compare the signal in my sample to the signal in the standard. That's how I'll figure out if there's too much lead. They want to know how much lead I need to use if I want to make a 5 milliliter solution of that standard. How do I do that? I've never even seen this before. There's a Get Some Help button. That's good. Let's go there. Oh, I get it. This is one of those conversion problems with dimensional analysis. So I have seen this before. Just not quite like this. Let's see if I can figure this one out. So I'm supposed to make 5 milliliters of the standard. So I guess I should drag 5 milliliters here and 10 micrograms of lead here. All right, I've made my standards so I can compare my sample to the standards. Lucky number 7 from Cook County. Ooh, it's a close call. The concentration of lead in my sample is definitely lower than 10 micrograms per deciliter, but it is pretty close to 5 micrograms per deciliter. Close, but a little smaller. So I guess that kid is okay. Now I get to pick more samples from Cook County, and then samples from other counties and compare them, if I want to. Looks like it's mostly optional at this point. I think I'm going to check out some other places, like maybe one of those suburban counties. I bet their lead levels are definitely lower.